Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on authors, designers, small publishers, and the 100 Covers team? Talking about more design trends for 2021. This time, really focusing on romance. Most of the team, you guys know this already. We've talked about this somewhat, but it's a good reminder of some of the trends. Now, it doesn't matter who it is. People who publish romance are pretty much in the know and experts in their own genre and what the covers are looking like for the most part. And that's a great thing. I mean, we're educated by authors all the time. It is really helpful when somebody comes to us and they know their genre really well. But the rest of the general public, if you ask them what a lady porn type, sexy romance, almost borderline erotica kind of book cover, if you ask them what it looks like, they invariably say dude with abs on the cover. And a few years ago, that was predominantly true, but the trends are really shifting and shifting a lot. So um, there's some really different designs going on, and there's a couple of main, I would say the biggest seismic changes in romance cover design are in more of the romantic comedy side of things, and as well as another one. We'll start with the romantic comedy. You're seeing so many more of these illustrated covers that look almost like cozy mysteries, right? This is one here. I can tell by looking at it that it's probably, um, a romantic comedy kind of book, okay? And it's just a really interesting look, big. And we're talking, this is, by the way, top 100 in all of the Kindle store. These are massive selling books. And it's a lot of authors, it's not their taste to have this kind of cover on their book, but these covers are working just fine. And if you've got a lighthearted, romantic, here's another one, the mixtape. It's not illustrated, but it has a little bit of that look. This one's probably a little bit more young adult. You can tell by that font. But here's another one here. People we meet on vacation. This is, just kind of like really silly. It's not like really artistic, beautiful illustration. It's very basic. Very basic, very easy to done, but it's cute and it's working. And that is one trend in particular that is really, really strong. And I'd love to show you more, but you will definitely see, if you start searching around, you will see more of those types of covers. And I was reassured by seeing a couple right there in the top 50 that are very obvious examples. Have We Met? Again, guarantee you that's a romance, right? And a very successful one. The Tourist Attraction, there's another one. 100% the type of illustrated book cover that I'm talking about that's really working well in romance. So there you go, some really fine examples. Now let's work our way back up. I want to show you some of the other trends that are really important. Now, like I said, most people think when it comes to kind of raunchy romance, they're thinking dude with abs on the book cover. And that is not the look right now. The look right now is black and white. Okay? You can see this is black and white. It has one of the words in the title that is made to look very bright, almost neon. Typically in more of a cursive font, but not always. And the bright colors that are typically used are going to be purple and teal, right? So it's a very particular look, but it always shows the guy's face and no abs. So it's like there was a phase where you would see guys with abs and their faces would be cut off. This is the opposite trend. We're now seeing faces and no abs. Thank you for not, objectifying us anymore, ladies. Appreciate it. But anyway, we have another one here. You show the guy's head. This is a different genre a little bit. But you show a guy who's clothed and you see his face. You see his face. Face, right? Even this one, it's got, a sexy scene on it, but There's no abs to be found there. Okay, another really iconic look. You even have this one, Barbarian Alien, and even, the abs are kind of obscured there. It's almost like an effort. This one, it's got an arm on there. He's looks like he's taking his shirt off, but it's still not revealing any abs. Okay, um, yeah, Mr. Garcia. So many. I mean, romance is obviously still just as strong as ever. Here's another really iconic one of what I was talking about specifically, because there's so many subgenres of romance. I was really speaking in the beginning, the black and white, about this one. Again, black and white, no abs. You can't see the guy's face as well, but you got a big, bright purple font there, right? So very interesting stuff. Not the same thing that you were seeing several years ago in romance, right? Now this is getting back to more of an outdated design, but that works. But the guy's face is on there, and it's not showing his abs. It's really kind of obscuring them. So very interesting stuff. This one has been a massive success. It's been in the top 100 every time I've checked over the last, I don't know, 6 months. Again, you're seeing black and white, guy's face, well dressed, purple cursive. Okay. So anyway, you really got to take a close look at the subgenre that you write in romance, and make sure that your designs that you're basing your cover on are recent designs. You don't want to try to base it on something that was kicking butt back in 2014. You don't want to try to be 50 Shades of Grey. The world has already moved on from that book cover design and is on to other things. Again, this neon, bang, and it's actually covering up abs. I'm telling you, man, abs are out, and I'm excited with the middle-aged gut that I've got, working. Uh, I'm very happy about this trend. But anyway, that's just a couple of little things. We could break down romance for all eternity with all the subgenres that there are. But that's a good eye opener for some of you who maybe don't follow the genre very carefully, or you're thinking about writing in romance. There are very specific looks for very specific types of romance, and you need to make sure that your cover has the look and feel of the current bestsellers so that you can get out there and be competitive, and people can recognize your book as the type of book that they like to read.